having a girl in his passenger seat and flooring the fucking Gallardo 100 and something miles an hour on a street he's not supposed to be doing. That's where that gets you. Yeah. Thank God. The reason why I got the Rolls Royce truck and not something else was because I was tired of going fast. I knew my destiny was written like hummuses in some capacity. Like I was going way too fast in streets I wasn't supposed to be going fast on. Living life like I couldn't die at any split second. Most girls look at that shit and they're like, that's lame. I didn't realize that, but the little boy in me is just like plagued, you know, in my mind.
Yeah, they don't know.
The girl that you want is gonna look at that and be like, you're a loser. I can't have that power on my foot without using it. So I was just like, dude, I got something slow, but I got this piece of crap.
I feel you, bro.
Dude, I've had 15-year-olds come to me, show me $500,000 screenshots. Like, bro, you did this. Like, if it wasn't for your group, like, I wouldn't have gotten this. And I'm like, yes, bro, yes. You know, like, that's what I want to do. I want to fucking impact people. I want to change lives. Like, I want people to tell their kids, like, yo, if I'd never met this Luca Netz or heard of this Luca Netz, we would not be here living this life right now. Like, that's what matters to me, dude, you know, especially in this age. Like, I could only imagine, like, dude, I was so lost and so frustrated growing up. I wish there was somebody like me that I could look up to and that could like guide me in the right direction, you know? Like, dude, I wish we had that. And thank God now we have all these Discords and these Telegrams and all these places. Like, these young kids can now, like, they have such a greater advantage than I did and that we did growing up. Like, dude, there is so much more information. When we grew up, we had, you know, nothing. Like, we had some social media, not to say nothing. Like, we were early, but like we were in an interesting moment in time where we were like, we were early, but we were too young to really monopolize off of being early. Now, some people did, but most didn't. And so it's just like, dude, I just want to be the guy that, like, when it's all said and done, like when that time comes and I leave this earth, like, people are just like actually upset. They're like, oh shit, he's gone, dude. Like, you know, but thankful he was here, you know, like, it's legacy, dude. At the end of the day, it might be ego driven. Sure. And I totally admit that it probably is, you know, but like, it's what sends chills down my spine. It's what makes me feel full. It's what makes me put my back up straight when I walk into a room. I'm proud of that. You know, like, sure, it's ego driven, great, but like, that's what makes me feel good about myself. Dude, I buy like a Rolls Royce and these nice watches and these cars, and think, dude, this shit does not fucking make me feel good. That Rolls Royce was the worst thing I ever bought. And I keep making these decisions. I keep learning. I knew the Rolls Royce would be a stupid decision. I knew it, dude.
Why was it a stupid decision?
I did it because I have two cars and I needed one for work. And I'm saying this just in case the IRS is looking, but I need it for work, you know? And like, it's a tax write-off. It's a 6,000 pound car. So I justified it, you know? But like, dude, like, fuck, man, I wish I could just live in a world where I can go get like a fucking Ford F-150 and feel good about myself. And for some reason I can't. Like, I don't know why. I still have these underlying insecurities because, like, I've always feel like I have something to prove to other people. Like, I'm rich. Like, I grew up so poor and so embarrassed of the situation that I had growing up that, like, now I'm trying to be like, yes, I got it. And I want to show people that I've got it. And I want people to look in through the window and see who's driving that $500,000 piece of junk. You know what I mean? Like, I want people, like, but it's insecurity, bro. It still stems. And it's probably like my last form of evolution that I really need to lean into. Like, I need to get rid of these insecurities, because even to this day, even speaking to you, like, just because I've analyzed the problem, but I haven't solved it yet. I'm still not confident enough with myself where I can like drive a regular car. And like, you know what I mean? Like, I still feel like I have to show people up that, like, that girl that rejected me back in high school, like, look at this. My ex that cheated on me in high school, like, yeah, look at that. Now what? What's your boyfriend driving now? You know, I'm still trying to rub it in people's faces that, like, wronged me in the past. And it's like such an unhealthy habit that, like, I'm learning it the hard way. This is a $500,000 lesson. I hate this car, dude. This car sucks. It sucks.
Damn.
Terrible car.
Well, I'm glad that you can see that though. Like, I mean, this is the classic saying, bro, but like, the first step to fixing anything is like admitting there's a problem. So that's huge, bro. And I respect you with that so much for that. Like, for sure. I did not expect to hear that in this podcast. I've never talked to you personally, like, aside from DMs and shit. So it's hard to really judge like someone's character off of that. But that speaks volumes to me. And I think that's such a good message to spread, bro. Like, I love that.
Yeah, I mean, and it's tough, and you're going to learn the hard way, you know, and people will listen, and people will listen to me, be like, yo, I fucking feel you, and they'll still go buy the R8, and they'll still go buy the Ferrari and the Huracan and whatever, and it's just like, it's fun, like, don't get me wrong, like, the Rolls Royce is not fun, like, Like, the fast cars can be fun.
Yeah, they're cool.
Like, dude, it's pointless. You know what I mean? Like at a certain point, it's like, what are you gonna do? Go fast around a corner, and then what? You're gonna go, like, rest in peace, Hamas. He was in the e-commerce community, and he was somebody who was an acquaintance. But like, one of his problems, him and I talked about it, was like, dude, he was always trying to prove to people, and it's like, who are you trying to prove? And then he got this fucking Gallardo, with fucking old ass Gallardo, that like literally like flooring shit in streets. He's not supposed to be flooring it. And now look at him. He's not on this planet to enjoy it with us. And rest in peace him. And, I've talked to you about this because I've had these conversations with him. I knew his shortcomings. I knew, dude, he'd be the first one to tell you, if you really talk to him, that he was insecure. You know what I mean? He totally did not come off that way though, right? Big macho man, you know what I mean? With all the ladies and the nice car. But I'm telling you, I knew who that person really was, and he felt like he could open up to me, and like, dude, he was, you know what I mean? And look where that got him. You know what I mean? Having a girl in his passenger seat and flooring the fucking Gallardo 100 and something miles an hour on a street he's not supposed to be doing. That's where that gets you, That's where that shit gets you, dude. And like, thank God, the reason why I got the Rolls Royce truck and not something else was because I was tired of going fast. I knew my destiny was written like Hamas's in some capacity. I knew it, dude. I knew it. Like, I was going way too fast in streets I wasn't supposed to be going fast on, living life like I couldn't die at any split second. The more I get older and every day that goes by, the more I realize, like, oh shit, this is one day closer to my judgment day, like the time will come. Like, I want to appreciate it, and I want to spend the rest of this time healthy and living and maneuvering the right way. Like, I don't want to be like, and it's not even my life. Like, imagine I hit some little kid, imagine I'm going fucking 140 in fucking side streets, dude. Like, imagine some little kid and I take their life. Like, dude, what? Because what? Because I wanted to impress the girl in my passenger seat. Most girls look at that shit and they're like, that's lame. And I didn't realize that, but the little boy in me is just like plagued, in my mind.
Yeah, they don't know.
They don't know, but like the girl that you want is gonna look at that and be like, "You're a loser."
And they're gonna be like, "Bro, chill."
Yeah, yeah. An immature girl, a girl who hasn't been like, maybe like a 18, 19, 20-year-old chick, like, okay, like, who's like all in the Miami nightlife. Oh wow, it's so fun, But like the girl you really want looks at that and is like, "Dude, you're a loser. Like, that's not cool." And like, I'm also one of those guys, like, I can't have that power on my foot without using it. So I was just like, dude, I gotta get something slow, but I got this piece of crap.
I feel you, bro. That's a big thing. I mean, I feel like I have a similar issue when it comes to, like, I don't know, for example, like weed. I like smoking weed. It's nice. And like, it's fucking amazing. But I have periods of time where I'm trying to lock in, just be like clear headed. So I just don't buy weed. Like, if I have it, I'll probably use it, So I know if it's in my power, like, it'll be done, for lack of a better word.
Me and the weed. If it's right there, I'm gonna smoke. If it's not, it's discipline, right? Like, life, success is a game of discipline. The most successful people are the most disciplined, unless you got lucky. But.
Right.